Technology is always a driving presence in war. It changed the way we fight, how often, how safe, how lethal, how accurate. It's even decided the outcome of wars. Now, there have been very many important changes in technology throughout the history of warfare. Some have improved communication, some have improved mobility, some have improved our ability to kill, and some have improved our ability to save lives. But there's only one that has done all of these, and that is aviation. Airplanes changed war by offering an alternative to land or sea invasion so that fewer soldiers would occupy the battlefield and be at risk. You don't need boots on the ground, you don't need a ship within range of the target. You don't need to wait for inclement weather to pass, all you need is one plane and one pilot and you can change the war. Air targets, ground targets, sea targets, recon, escort, evac, air support, all accomplished with one package. You're gonna taxi, take off, you're gonna complete your objective and land in one piece. And you're gonna do that on land and at sea. You need those that are physically and mentally capable of handling themselves in the air. You need to be in peak physical condition and have the mental fortitude to keep your mind clear and focused. Every little thing will affect your psyche before you go out to the deployment. You're going over the flight in your head 500 times long before you even get there. The challenge for us is to know that there are threats out there that can present a serious challenge to our air superiority, and that we always need to be on the cutting edge. It's one thing to do science in a lab, but to do science inverted at 450 knots, pulling a few G's is another thing altogether. And it's an adrenaline rush once preserved only for animals capable of flight. A single-seat fighter pilot is a fairly unique thing to be. It's very task-saturating because not only do you have to maintain visual in your flight lead, but you're monitoring your radar, listening to your radar warning receiver to make sure someone isn't targeting you, as well as utilizing your weapon systems to neutralize threats. It's very important to have air superiority in any conflict. We've had many where we're uncontested, but when you don't, when you have to go get air superiority, that's a different animal altogether to figure out. In training to be a pilot, we train to fight every war of the past, those in the present, and those that could take place in the future. Like everyone else, we train ourselves in worst case scenarios. We know that with our training, a one-on-one battle is one where we beat anyone, anywhere. But when it's a 1-on-3 or a 1-on-4 is where you test whether or not you have the capability. We know how to fight every weapon system and every threat region on the globe. You own the sky, you control everything below, and that's an advantage you don't want to give up. We didn't evolve to sprout wings like other animals, but we did evolve a highly functioning brain. And this allowed man to craft his own path and take to the skies.